And
Or mother.
we're off. We're off. They can hear us.
Hello.
Off the rails. Time for the random nonsense to now begin.
Hi.
Well,
Now you can see everybody chat. Well,
Oh my
sort of. You
God.
see
Everybody?
Jelly's shared screen of a VTuber. You have
just
Emmy
see
here, and then
everybody?
me, and then Kay or Moss are both here. Just
Let's
faceless, but it's fine.
go.
Alrighty,
Beans.
welcome
Oh my
everybody.
God, that's not what I wanted.
How
Welcome
do I
everybody
go
to the stream, and we'll be working on some
Sure, mother.
Christmas, like your mother, some Christmas characters as the theme, partially because we have Krampus and Belshnickle, which are related to Christmas,
How do I?
and then we're doing
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga, yeah.
Thank you, Kay.
I'm
Very
having
insightful.
issues. How do I go to mod view?
How do you go to mod view?
I don't have any paper.
There's the sword.
Sword.
Anyways,
Paper.
we'll probably begin with Krampus, just because Krampus nonsense.
Krampus.
Krampus.
Yes.
Krampus. Okay.
Krampus.
Yeah, correct my mistakes because I'm horrible pronouncing things. Krampus is often mistaken for the devil, but despite the punishing nature and horrifying frame, its similarities pretty much end there. Krampus is more like the opposite of Santa Claus, so instead of a jolly figure and a friendly face, he sports a deranged expression with wads of jagged fur, bloodshot eyes, and a long forked tongue and large horns and fangs. While Krampus' origins don't exactly relate to Christmas, despite often being referred to as such as the Christmas devil, he was known and to be widely accepted as a warning for naughty children. He was first thought up in Germany, seen as the name itself literally comes from a German word, Krampen, which translates to claw in English. Some claim his origins began in paganism, or he was sought after paganism.
Paganism.
Hello, omelets.
Emmy's just like, this motherfucker's stupid. Yeah, I can't pronounce anything.
You literally can't.
It's
Oh my God.
it's so bad. But yeah, some claim his origin, yeah, whatever. Or that he was sought after in order to worship the devil. While it's true that many churches tried to ban the idea of Krampus, they weren't entirely successful. Legend has it that Krampus was.
Free my man Krampus.
What was that right part of this?
Hashtag
That
free-
sentence is
let
just
him loose.
yes. Emmy had a
Let
stroke.
him loose.
But yeah,
Let him loose.
let him loose. So
You don't want to be loose, man.
the theme of Krampus
He's into that
is
shit, don't
that if you were a naughty kid,
What?
if you're a naughty kid, he will hunt you down, beat them with a birch switch, and take them away to torture them, or sometimes eat them, or take them to the underworld, depending on how spicy he's feeling.
I remember.
The only thing is spicy is those
my
kids.
parents tried to scare me with this, like when I was really young.
Oh,
tried
you
to,
actually
like-
had the story?
Yeah, like
Aw.
my parents like told me this story. Like
So fun.
it was a bit too late. It was when I was like 10, so I had already kind of like I don't know all that shit. But I swear to God, if that was
Thank you
with
for
me
follow,
since I was
Bliss.
like 3, I would have.
Bliss.
Keep going.
Sorry.
I would have been I feel like I would have been traumatized to this day. For some reason, like paranormal things from like younger have more impact on me.
Yeah, because it leaves leaves an imprint essentially on a growing brain.
Kids are easily
Yeah,
traumatized.
Yeah.
Just my Five Nights at Freddy's terror. That's because I was terrified of it as a kid, and it just never left. So you're gonna
So-
scare your kids. Be wise, because it won't leave.
So, how
Reels.
Krampus was initially like celebrated, because it was a celebration of sorts, on December 5th. Krampus would go around and discipline the naughty children, essentially is what they called it, and they would whatever, and there is a possibility of the naughty kids like escaping and avoiding the encounter.
Chat beat me to it.
I don't know how.
Chat beat me
You
to it.
know what?
Heyo! Heyo!
We're gonna-
I was restraining myself, but I mean, if they're gonna say it first, I mean, might as well, right?
Okay.
That's for the
Anyways.
other Just Chatting streams.
Yeah, it was the other just chatting stream.
Yo!
But yes, so if they avoided the December 5th, because it was Christmas was held earlier than when it is now, and so on December 5th, Krampus would go around and go for the naughty children, and then the following day, on December 6th, Saint Nicholas would go around and
Naughty
give gifts
children.
to the non-naughty children, or the children who escaped
Good children.
Krampus's wrath.
The good ones.
Also,
Naughty children.
Krampus was considered a boogeyman of sorts.
Well, he's not a very good boogeyman if some kids can escape him, so
That's
it's kind of weak.
For
You're not
real.
wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't know. I mean, if
Thank
somebody
you,
can
Girl
escape
Melon,
your
for the
grasp, it kind of
follow.
loses the effect.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you're able to escape the grass, it's an interesting thing. But yeah,
That's just
postcards
impressive
were
to know.
even made with Krampus on them.
Oh my
Krampus.
god, he has his own postcards? God damn.
Yes, there are postcards.
I would have reached that level of fame.
I
All you
did
gotta do
too.
is beat children. Man.
Emmy
I've
been doing it all
postcard coming.
wrong.
Speed run this. I'm just like, I'm gonna speed run
Oh
this
my
real
God.
quick.
I'm gonna become a legend. I'm gonna become a myth of the night. With the stupidest fucking name you've ever seen. The
Yeah.
stupidest horror name.
Emmydillo. I don't know. I'm thinking of a name for
Emmy
you.
did
Emmy.
murder.
Yeah,
you know?
Emmy did.
Emmy did.
Emmy
Not,
Dillo.
it's not Emmy does
Emmy
thing,
Dillo.
it's Emmy did murder.
I think
Emmy did murder.
Emmydillo sounds better. I'm just
Emmy
saying.
Emmy Dillo.
Emmydillo.
Yes.
Emmy Dillo.
Hey, yo, what?
Fuck. I love this chat. You know what? This
This
is
chat
the
is-
best. I relate to this in the
This
spiritual
chat is
level.
essentially just what
I
down
really- I
down
swear
bad
it's
is.
not me. I swear it's not alt
chat
accounts.
is,
Not like Emmy's like 7 different alt accounts.
No, 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 no.
this chat isn't getting
Thank you,
traumatized by them. Like
This
the
chat-
paranormal creatures are gonna be traumatized. by
Yeah,
it.
and we're not.
Oh,
We're
no.
not. They're not being.
For real.
The characters aren't being traumatized. It's chat.
Thank you for the
traumatized.
follow.
Thank you for the follow.
You.
Wait.
Fuck.
All right. Anyways, so Krampus is considered Santa's opposite, essentially a yin to the yang, or
Blank.
yang to the yin. But yeah, during the 12th century, Catholic churches tried to cancel celebrations of Christmas. Thank you.
They're gonna
Ava,
catch a
Ava.
case.
Sorry, keep going.
Oh.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
All of us are minors, I think. Yes. Oh shit. Interesting
Jelly won't
stuff.
be a minor in like 2 or 3 months, though.
I won't be
saying.
a minor
You can
in 1
hit on
month.
Jelly in a little bit. What do you mean good? You're
That's
not
not-
even.
What is going on in
sus.
chat anymore?
Okay.
That is
Anyways,
just, you know what?
Back
Back to-
on topic. So if Krampus is real, in the sense of thinking of it as it's real, the initial if you were a naughty child, you would get essentially just like beat with a stick, essentially a birch
I want a beating stick.
a beating
fucking
stick.
I
Oh
want
my
a
God.
beating stick.
Oh my god! Wait, was this an excuse for the parents to dress up and just beat their child?
It probably was in
My
hindsight.
past trauma is
Oh
just
my God.
coming up right now.
Oh,
Jelly
you
just
and me both.
My trauma.
trauma activated. But it's like they would
Oh my God.
it's basically used as a way to scare children. But imagine if and the weird thing is about Krampus is that it's not like, oh, it goes down the chimney. No, it's like it like just basically goes up to the door and it's like, oh, have you been good or bad?
What
Knock
the
on the
heck?
Rolls
That's not
up,
even
on your door.
scary.
just rolls
Goddamn.
up and he rolls up and
Hey yo, homie, you been naughty?
You bad? Let me get back
Did not
to
even,
Yeah.
did not even deny it. Like,
Stop! Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say it like that?
Jeepers.
No. We don't do that here.
But
What's
yeah,
Krampus the furry?
it is a
You know
creature. It is
Oh,
also
you know what?
also yeah, another fact about this, or well, supposed fact, I guess not fact, is that Krampus is a species. It's not just one creature.
It's not just one.
No,
just
it's a
multiplies.
species.
He just
Honestly.
like
Oh shit.
But wait, you
Go
know what
ahead,
that
go ahead.
implies? That implies that there is both a male and a female, most likely, unless they reproduce. in
or
different
they
means.
like do that one thing that plants do.
Yeah, that's true.
What is it called?
It's like a
But
turd.
I highly
Metamorphosis?
doubt. I don't think.
Oh my
I don't
God.
think an animal would be doing a metamorph or like
You
doing
never
anything a
know.
plant
I
would
mean,
do.
it's
does
not.
that mean both parents get to join in on the fun?
What are you doing?
But so if you
Chat's
think about it,
interesting today.
chat's on another plane of existence. But,
I mean, that's true. Krampus did.
But okay, so if in taking it literally, so if Krampus is the opposite to Santa, like literally, doesn't that mean that there's multiple? Would that mean or like essentially imply that there's multiple Santas?
I mean, there's a yin to every
Mexican.
yang. You know.
A yin to every yang.
That does make sense. That does make sense.
I mean, somewhere out there's a morally,
It
morally
does have
good
two
person
horns.
that doesn't
on
act
the
like
sides.
me. But I mean,
A morally good person.
yeah,
Krampus has
morally
two
good.
horns, to each side.
He's like
I
a
can show
goat.
pictures. Look.
Like a
Krampus.
goat. Why are goats
yes.
like depicted as evil? That's so mean. Goats are like, but actually
Thank
they're
you,
kind
Murder, for the
fixed.
follow.
Yes, thank you for
Oh.
the follow.
Thank you. They're kind of dick though.
Here's a picture of Krampus. That
You
just
look.
so, but yeah, just so you can have
Thank you for the
an
follow.
idea. Or
Someone
this
fucking
one that
goat.
Emmy gave
Murder.
us.
Somebody's named Murder. I love that.
Ew. Why
He
is
does
it so
need water.
ugly?
Oh my god, that's me.
Here's another one.
Oh my
I was
god,
trying to
another
siphon through
follow.
the nonsense that me and Emmy threw in here to find for images.
What do you mean nonsense? You take that back.
It is.
It's not
It is
nonsense.
nonsense.
It is not
nonsense.
nonsense.
Have you seen it?
I
Have you
have.
taken a look at it? It's kind of
Kind of
nonsense.
gross
It
looking.
looks kind of spooky.
A little
A little bit spooky there, a little bit, because I think he skipped on his little skincare routine one too many times.
He's sensitive about that. Emmy, you're not
Well,
supposed to
I'm
bring that
sorry,
up.
Wow,
he
Emmy.
eats children.
He's sensitive
Yo,
about
yo,
it,
welcome
man.
everyone. But,
Hi,
yeah.
guys.
Murder, especially first time chatter. Let's go.
Damn.
I'm done.
Me too. Only on the inside though.
So Krampus had initially started to die down and like disappear around World War II, but then slightly after it, Krampus had became more popular once again in Austria and Germany. People were keeping traditions and bringing back events, which I've like. So essentially, how people used Krampus is as a scare tactic for children, which is a general theme for all of these characters, is that all of these characters are a scare factor for children to behave.
I mean, yeah.
Literally all of them are.
And they work. I mean, they work. If you looked up to somebody, or you went up to a kid and were like, "You don't behave," some fucking furry is gonna beat you in the
Some furry's gonna emerge from the forest and
furry's
beat you
gonna-
up.
Sorry, you know,
A
maybe
furry's
me
gonna
dressed up
knock
in a
on your
furry
door
costume,
and
you
ask
don't
if
wanna
you've
go
been
out
bad.
I'm scared, check.
Scared to. Oh my god, same.
Yeah, we tell
Gosh,
story.
yeah,
We tell
relatable.
story of we tell stories of Emmy to children,
Yeah,
so they're
I'm
scared.
terrifying. What do you mean? I walk up to anybody and they're like, "Huh," and I'm like,
Oh.
okay.
You know
Whoa.
that
Even
one
though I
girl,
do.
Emmy? You know that one girl, Emmy? Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys heard of that
Kinda-
one? You heard of
a
that
little bit
one called
sus.
Emmy? Well,
A little bit evil, a little bit on the side of chaotic evil, just a little bit. Chaotic neutral,
A little
maybe.
bit?
Definitely chaotic on that spectrum. Chaotic. That's all I gotta say about that.
what I find most humorous about Krampus in general is the fact that he's not even associated with Christmas in his origins. Just eventually became something associated with Christmas. Oh wait, I got a fun story now. I just remembered about this. I just remembered writing this
You
story
get attacked
down.
by Krampus?
No, it's not a story of mine. It's a story that I was while I was researching. I gotta find it real quick. Was it Krampus? Or was it the other? Was it? Hold on, I gotta look at something because I might be mixing it up. Eve.
Well, I mean, honestly, I thought
E- A.
Krampus was more widely known just everywhere.
It
thought-
is relatively widely known everywhere, but it originates
Okay.
in Germany.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, Germany.
I never
I know
knew of
that.
Krampus when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Sounds
surprisingly me
like
too.
crumpets.
It became more
His name sounds like
popular in
Crumpet.
recent times with things
British.
like the movie that came out and whatnot. But that had the
I
portrayal.
learned about Krampus like from Minecraft roleplays. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't
judge me, y'all.
What a way to learn about Krampus.
What do you mean? That's
Oh,
the best
dude.
source of education. That is the
You're
best.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I know. It just happens. Happens a lot.
Well,
It's
I
just
can't find it
misunderstood.
because I think it's on another.
It probably
I think
does
it's on.
with
I
daddy
think it's on
issues.
Belshnickle, but Krampus is usually covered in sheepskin and or heavy chains or cowbells, and the chains are believed to be added for because of Christians, and it was like meant as like a symbol of binding the devil.
We are more than happy to accept fan art. I'm just saying.
Yes,
Yeah,
that'd be
we
so
will.
cool.
We will gladly accept
Yeah,
any.
yeah,
Yes.
especially if, like me, like
No. You gotta start with me, okay? All right, that's what makes it the best centerpiece. Okay, you can't have a good decoration without the centerpiece, and that is me.
I'm just saying I'm pretty sexy.
Me too.
not
You know.
pretty high. Like
Hey, yo,
See, they
Emmy,
can see my face. Fuck you. They can see my face.
they can
Fuck
see
off.
my face.
You have a little animated thing. I have my real
I have a heart.
face.
I have a heart on my head.
I have
I have a hat and sunglasses. I
I have a
have sunglasses too.
schoolgirl outfit.
I have sunglasses. Oh,
Hey.
you can see the
hey guys.
What?
Back to Krampus
What?
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Maybe
yeah.
back
My
to
bad.
topic.
My bad.
So I can actually recite most of this memory or most of this story from memory, but I don't remember. I don't think it's Belshnikov. I think it's Krampus. But essentially, the story goes as Saint Nick had died, come back to life, and then nearly beat to death a bishop with a birch with the weapon that Krampus used, which is the birch what's it called, birch switch, and nearly beat to death a bishop with that, and it basically Krampus withholds the that like bad side of Santa and is the like essentially holds the bad.
So coal wasn't enough.
Coal isn't enough. No, coal
No, a
isn't
stick.
Hey, listen. They don't get coal. They don't get black coal. They get black eyes. That's what happens here.
enough. We don't use coal. We stick away from coal. We use birch sticks.
Instead of coal, they get beatings. You know, they get beat. L. That's gotta suck though. Imagine telling
Yeah.
that one when you get back. You're like, Krampus beat me. Krampus, it was Krampus. And like
It
you
was
probably just
Kramp-
fell in a fucking river.
There's
Hit your head
just
a
a
little
furry
bit
I
hard.
love how
baby.
y'all say Krampus.
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 Krampus. 10-year-olds.
But imagine you
Listen,
just like
man.
it's like December. Well, I mean, it's December like 5th or something. You open your door and you see Krampus. What you doing?
Where you at, fam?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Exactly. He's out the door. He's just waiting.
What a gentleman.
I know. He's got his car. He's got his nice, sweet ride out in the street. You're like, hey, baby, what's going on, you know? And then he takes you down to hell.
What?
What-
He takes you
That's
down.
like a hot,
No, first
There
he
you
beats
go.
you with a stick and then he brings you down to
That's
hell.
true, but that's kind of kinky, Kay. That's kind of kinky.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd say he brings you to hell first, and then he beats you with a stick, because then, you know, it gets frisky. I need to stop.
You need to
everyone
stay-
shows their affection differently, you know?
That's true. That's true. He just
All
shows his
right,
affection with
we're
sticks.
gonna
We're gonna get, like, banned off of Twitch.
we're gonna
Alright.
stop Emmy
Chat.
before this could go
Chat.
any further. I have server
had a
muted
little
Emmy.
bit. Chat had a little bit too much influence on us. Let's
I have server muted Emmy for a second here.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, you
So-
can hear her trying to speak.
Yeah, I could see it. But if thinking of this not influenced by chat, what would you guys like react if you saw Krampus when you opened your door, or if you saw it like outside of your house, December 5th?
I'm pretty sure anyone would like first off close the door.
That's that's
Okay,
fair.
shit like that. Like,
Emmy's
what are-
writing
what are you
messages.
gonna-
Emmy, you've been freed. You can talk now.
Thank you. Thank you. You can't even
But,
fucking see what I wrote. This
Oh,
is bullshit.
No, I
Put 'em
could
here.
read it. It said, "What the
I
fuck?"
don't think anybody's going out even if they do want to get kinky like
I know, he like Emmy mentioned, he skipped his skin routine. I don't know.
Wait, what did I mention?
The skincare routine that he lacks.
You know,
He does though. I mean, you gotta admit, he looks wrinkly AF. It's fucking disgusting.
you know, many people are into older men.
But he's not exactly a dilf, you know. He's just fucking ugly.
You know, everyone has
Oh
different
my
tastes.
God. Back towards topic and not this nonsense.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
he's already been freed, guys. Shut up.
Emmy's already been freed. We're gonna put Emmy back into prison.
Yeah, no, what the fuck?
I haven't put you back into prison. I was joking. But yeah,
rude.
so back then when Krampus was first being introduced, it was like entirely used to force children to be nice and act nicer and be nice children and not naughty children. And
Those are just rude. They're
That's
evil
true.
little gremlins.
it supposedly
Humans.
had supposedly worked fairly well.
I will admit,
apparently.
though, that Santa Claus had a major influence on my behavior growing up, so...
Yeah,
I mean,
because
it
it's like
worked.
Santa Claus is such like
Guys,
a good figure.
I think my childhood was ruined. My parents or someone in my family told me at a young age he didn't exist.
Oh, that's pain.
Hopefully there's no kids. LOL, haha, sorry.
All of a sudden you see in chat. It's
Why?
just,
They're like-
wait, Santa isn't real.
No, he
No,
is.
listen,
Okay,
it was
so
a joke.
I went to my grandparents' house,
Mhm.
and we're not allowed upstairs because that's where they apparently keep
That's
the
where the
presents.
sex chamber
Yeah,
is.
Ayo, you say it.
So, anyways, I go upstairs looking for for the presents, and it's just so heartbreaking when I open the door, and then there's just a room full of presents saying from Santa, and then I'm just like, damn.
Damn.
Five-year-old me's soul was so crushed.
Oh, that's
You
karma,
were
bro.
5?
That's what happens to bad
I
children.
found out because I saw my mom put money underneath my pillow when I got my when my
Isn't that
teeth
just
fell
figured
out. I
it
was like,
out.
Mary?
I actually believed in that.
I did too. Listen. My
Bro,
parents
my
were good
to
at
find
hiding
out, this is a funny story. To find out that Santa wasn't real, I did some wacky ass shit. So, I had essentially had for like when I was really young. I had received like a spy toy thing for Christmas because it was funny, and I used that. I set it out by the tree, and I could hear my parents' voices, and that's how I discovered. Which is funny.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Why did we all go quiet?
Same, twins.
It's like a
Alright, I see. Everybody's more
We're-
focused
You
on
guys,
chat things.
We're
I
rocking,
definitely
guys.
heard everything. No, listen.
Hey,
I was
Dad, can you give me a glass of
attentive.
water?
Ah! The pain I feel right now.
It's just we all have daddy issues. I swear to God.
Yes.
The neighborhood starts playing.
Who doesn't have daddy issues though? Let's be honest.
Apparently, that dude that asked for water.
Alright, now let's think of it this way. Honest, do you guys think that something like the creature Krampus exists?
No.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh,
I feel
7.
like
My bad.
Thank you, Kay.
Okay, I feel like for me it depends, cause like, if like let's say if someone dresses up as it, that's if that counts, then 7, but if it doesn't, then like 2.
I'm gonna exclude people dressing up.
Okay, 2.
Alright, Jelly, what's your vote?
1.
A 1. Amy, what's your vote?
1.
A 1. I'll put down as like a 3, 2. Because it's like a creature maybe similar in like look might exist. I don't know. But I don't think Krampus is like a whole thing.
I mean, he just kind of looked like a big gorilla to me, like a
with some horns.
Chat
gorilla
thing.
with some horns.
I want to know chat's thing.
Chat, give us your opinion, 1 to 10.
I wanna know their
What
opinion.
do you guys
if
think
a
Krampus
gorilla
is?
gets
Can't we
down
do,
bad
like,
with a
polls?
rhino, maybe,
What,
I mean,
Jelly?
if Santa isn't real, then Krampus
Can we
isn't
do polls or do you need like Nightbot?
I think I need Nightbot and I haven't set any of that up.
Brug. That's okay.
Damn.
I can do that later, next time, something.
This chair's too big for me. My feet don't touch.
Scale of 1 to 10 on whether or not Krampus is real or not. That is what we want to see what chat thinks.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Time to pull up a PNG of a white image so that way I can actually have my face be seen. Let's go.
Just open up the Twitch
That's what
chat,
I
man.
do.
I have it on dark mode though.
1 and 2.
1 and
That's
2.
what they're thinking.
Yeah, I kind of expected that much. It's not a very common belief.
Yeah,
It's
especially
not
for
plausible. It's stupid. Fucking dumb.
Too many children still. Alrighty. Moving on to the next creature. We'll do Belshnickle.
Belshnikov.
Belshnickle. Jeez, there's so many different names. Apparently Belshnickle, one of the other names for Belshnickle's Christmas woman. Jelly, do you
Wait,
think you can
Belshnickle's a
pronounce
woman?
any of those other ones?
Where are they?
No, I don't want to embarrass
Exactly,
myself.
that's what I was like, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
Crinkle, Belshnickle, Pelnicole. I don't know.
Pelnicole. Yes, that's the
Pelnicole,
American
I don't-
talking. Let's go.
America.
America. Alright, so Belshnickle is a impish, crotchy bearded, wears a fur coat, like, small creature or person, I don't know, doesn't really describe, that visit kids around Christmas with pockets of treats, and apparently for some reason it's stated that he has a long tongue. I don't know why it's stated that he has a long tongue. It doesn't get brought up at all, other than when describing his description.
One question.
Long tongue?
Long tongue.
I was gonna say.
I mean,
Wait, one question. Okay, so it like describes him as a man, but then there's also the Christmas woman.
Yep. It could
He
go
can be
either
whatever
way.
he wants to be. I
So-
mean, he can be whatever he wants. Whatever
So
they
in
want.
southwestern Germany, Belshnickle is viewed as a servant or a companion to Saint Nick. He would knock on windows to come inside and judge who is naughty or nice by asking kids in a high voice if they were good this year and to recite a Bible verse.
But
And
they were like, "Oh, will you get these? Will you get?" Was it something
Come
like
inside.
that?
pretty much
Come
like
inside.
that. And
That's
he would,
embarrassing.
and
I'm
if
so small.
they were good, he would throw candy on the ground. But if they were too quick to jump at the candy, then he would beat them with the birch
But they
stick.
just
let's
win.
go.
They can't win.
There is no winning.
There's no fucking winning with him. It's like, oh, drop this candy.
Mickey
Fuck
Mouse,
you.
no.
Fuck you. You're dead now.
And if you lie about being good as well, you will also get beat with the birch tree.
So either way, you're getting beat.
Most
I just love
unless
the
you are able to
like-
unless you say that you're good and you're telling the truth and you recite the Bible verses and you don't jump at the candy, then you're in the clear.
Well,
Ah,
I
great.
definitely would get beat.
I would get beat as well.
Get
I would be all over that candy
anyways.
and not a little bit of Bible verse.
And you would be like on
Worth
top of the
it.
candy as soon as it's on the floor, and then just start turning to Belshnikle and just hiss.
Yeah. Listen, I have a high pain tolerance. At this point, I could get thrown off a cliff and I wouldn't fucking care. I don't even care anymore.
So
Real.
the creature is created in resemblance to a servant named Rupert, a companion in Saint Nick's in the 1600s. It is also a descendant, but it's believed to be a descendant of ancient pre-Christian beliefs that it is a mischievous house elf.
Somebody said they get beaten by
I'm
So
not a
it's-
house elf.
So essentially, it's like a elf on the shelf.
What is that?
The elves on the shelf can attack you?
No,
Oh, shit,
that's
dude.
basically
I got
what
some-
they're
I got some
describing
things
it
to
as.
burn.
Wait, Jelly, do you
I
not
got
know what
some
an
things
elf
to
on the
burn.
shelf is?
I've heard of it, but I never knew really what it like.
It's a little elf thing that
Toy.
parents can buy, and it's something that you have in your house. And
Wait,
Huh?
you can move it around because it's supposed to be magical and it moves around it during the night. Think of
Ah,
it like
did
I don't
anyone
want
get a
that.
year-round,
I already have
basically
enough
elf on the
scary
shelf?
things.
what, Kay?
Okay, is like this anyone else, or is it just our family? Where we have this orange monster that is like an elf on the shelf, but it stays up all year round.
What?
I don't know, man.
what kind
that
of
sounds
crack fiend you got in your house?
What
I
type
don't
of
know.
demon do you have?
What kind
So
of
many.
Alright, fair enough.
But like,
We all
you
have
two-
demons, Kay. Don't worry. We all have them.
In Philadelphia is where like Belshnickle really was popular in America when it was first America was being brought up, and instead of Saint Nick being like the figure of Christmas, it was Belshnickle. And Gaines in Philadelphia would roam around during Christmas dressed as Belshnickle and would punish children for bad behavior.
Serial killer. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say serial
That's
killer.
also like waiting for disaster.
Yeah.
Don't you learn to read? No, I can't read. Elf on the Shelf is not given
Oh
by
my God,
parents.
I
Stop
related
ruining
to
everything.
that.
I know it's not given by not given by parents, but it's like,
It's given by Santa.
it's given by Santa, but
For
in
children.
reality,
No, listen. You have to send a note, and then it'll fly there itself. So it's sent by Santa.
right?
But
We'll go
the
with that.
parents mail the note. You know, they mail the note. So, you know, easy.
easy.
End of story. Easy.
But yeah,
Simple.
so that is the essentials that you need to know about Belshnickle.
Not much to know. He seems pretty weak sauce.
He's pretty much essentially Krampus.
That's weak. What a copycat.
Well,
he can't even do
I don't.
anything originally.
To be honest, I don't remember which one was first, but all I know is that the two are very similar.
Oh, look at our loyal viewer.
We love this.
Our
These
chat
viewers,
is
I love
wild,
this.
man.
Yeah,
I love
this is
it.
our chat's just down bad.
Wow.
I'm not complaining. They're entertaining me here.
Oh my god, this is literally
Also,
me.
if you didn't know this, but The Office had Dwight Schrute had dressed up as Belshnickle for one of their episodes,
Oh, I remember
and
that.
he also
Good
did in
episode.
fact hit somebody with the whip like item.
He did whip some people.
That's fun.
And he did also give them random things, which is what Belshnikle would do. Belshnikle would take random things from his pocket as gifts if there is no candy or cake to give.
What, like a fucking leaf?
Probably.
Give them a fucking leaf? That's weak.
I wouldn't be
Up your
surprised.
skills, fucking bitch. Up your damn
Belshnikle
skills.
with
You can
the
give them a
whip.
piece of lint and say, "Here's your Christmas gift." They're gonna spit in his face.
Yeah, but
That's
then they
fun.
would get whipped.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you
Sacrifices I'm
lose
willing
some.
to make.
I'm
I'll
just gonna
spit in somebody's
throw
face.
hands.
I would win. I would win that fight. I would still win it.
I mean, is fully confident that that she could beat up Belshnickle and Dwight Schrute.
I am. I would. I will.
Well, if we don't hear from Emmy, we know why.
We know what happened.
I'd win! I would so win. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you
Quite
would.
human.
My fighting
Yeah.
skills are awesome.
Yeah, totally.
I'm
Anyways.
creative. Fuck you.
But
I
yeah.
have a kitchen knife in here.
Why do you have a kitchen
nice.
knife? Why do you have a
knife.
kitchen knife in the closet you were in?
Just in case. Just
You're
in
in a
case.
closet.
What?
I am in a closet, yeah. It's a really
That's-
big closet.
That's cool.
I know, it's a good
Belshnickle-
office space.
Emmy could def beat Belshnickle and wipe, and that whip stands no chance against the gal with balls of steel.
Thank you! Thank you! See, finally
Seems like
somebody
a-
admits it.
He gets
Finally.
rid of the children we stand.
Yeah, we believe in you, Emmy. We do. Mm-hmm.
He cooks them up and he eats them. With his little
But yeah, overall, those two are really meant to just scare children. That's the essentials of what they are. And there's not much on Belshnickle that I could find because it's abnormally hard to find information on Belshnickle. I would like,
I'm gonna
like
look up Belshnickle.
you can
Hold on.
find a bunch of stuff, but it's all like the same thing over and over again with not much difference in many, which is annoying for research, but it's fine. Can you
Santa's
find books in
cranky
a library?
cousin.
I'm gonna go to a library and stop by and hey, do you have books on Belshnickle and Krampus and Baba
Yeah.
Yaga?
They have a week
Baba
to do
Yaga.
that.
No, we have plenty of stuff on Baba Yaga.
We do. Don't worry about that. I have like almost a page and a half written down of that stuff. But overall, Belshnickle, what do you guys think of the possibility of a creature like Belshnickle or a person? Honestly, I don't even know if it counts as a creature. I think-
Belshnickle is my spirit animal.
What do you think of the probability of
Okay.
something like that existing?
Maybe existing or existed, because I think existed, like
Yeah, I could go with existed.
existed. I could go with like
Some
an
guy in a
8.
costume.
An 8. Yeah, it's
17.
17. Thank you, Kay.
Well,
I'll give it a 5.
A 5. Emmy, what about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5.
I'll give it a 6. It's, I mean, technically something like that doesn't seem extremely not plausible. Like that could have been
9.
That could have been, yeah. Thank you for the right, because it very well could have been an actual person. If you're taking in hindsight that it's real, it's like that could have actually just been a person. Imagine it's like a small town in like southwest Germany, and there's just all of a sudden this guy
No.
goes around on Christmas and just beats the shit out of the kids.
Yeah, that's fun.
You know
Some
what?
old guy whipped children in the
Power move.
1700s. Yeah, technically, but Belshnickle's older than that. Because Belshnickle's.
Some old guy
Uh,
in the 1700s, bitch. You can find it in any year with somebody whipping somebody. Oh, I'm
That's
getting
more
too far into
common.
dangerous territory. I want to say it, but I can't, and I'm not going to. So you're welcome. True.
But yeah,
I'm not welcome.
yeah. So it's kind of hard to properly judge. It be how it be.
Damn.
It is what it is.
It is what
White
it is.
men
It's
with
kind
whips.
of- Well, okay, so now let's look at it this way. If you were to open your door and you saw Belshnickle, what would your reaction be? And let's stay on topic here, Emmy.
You know
What
that's
was
not
the
gonna happen.
question? What was the question?
If you opened the door to see Belshnickle,
I would fight him easily, and I would win.
okay.
I would win.
Jelly, how
I
about
would-
you?
Well, I'd probably pick the fight, honestly.
Pick a fight.
I am. If I'm gonna get beat, I'll get beat for a reason.
All right,
That's
Kay, how
why-
about you?
High pain tolerance.
Okay,
High five at me.
okay. K's MIA. Okay, Ramos.
Okay, he's dead.
Hey, no more.
Yeah,
Belshnickle
I agree.
okay.
I'm picking fight. I'm throwing
Belshnickle
hands
better.
like Belshnickle. You're gonna be out in fucking
I'm-
3 punches.
He's gone.
Side fucking uppercut.
It's
I'm
probably
pretty
some
sure-
fucking old man too.
I'm pretty sure it's viewed as a like impish like person, or like described as impish, like so it's like short.
Oh,
I was
easy.
just thinking caps.
Easy claps, just fucking
Easy clap,
punt
man.
punt the
Easy.
elf, punt the elf.
All you need to do is get a little gust of wind and it's gone.
It's just gone. It's out of
Man,
there.
and a
Just
fucking
get
cup.
like 5 big fans.
Yeah, you gotta just blow them out. Don't make it a sex joke. Don't make a sex joke.
Don't make
okay,
a sex
I'm
joke.
good. I'm
We're
fine.
gonna get banned off Twitch today.
I'm tempted to.
It's a new
Listen.
year, a new channel.
New year, new channel banned off Twitch.
Yeah,
New year, new
you
channel
Oh,
because
we
this
find
one
our
we
ways
went,
back.
Like,
We'll
Wait,
find
hold
our
on. There
ways
was
to
a
roll
MySpace that was really funny about the new year. Hold on, I gotta find it.
back.
Crap, I can't find
While
it.
Joke
Kay's
about-
looking for it. But it's, Belshnickle is just essentially, if I could describe it in easier terms, it's another Krampus, but slightly different in appearance. And actually slightly more friendly in appearance, rather over over Krampus. But now we can move on to Baba Yaga. Because I got a lot, and this is going to take a minute.
Oh, God.
So, Baba Yaga resides in a forest deep in Russia, and is surrounded by a picket fence with human bones scattered throughout, supporting the fence.
Interior
And-
design. Those are on fleek.
Interior design. And once you find the house, it may be on the move, it may be moving around, because it is on chicken legs. It's on 2 chicken legs.
That's
And it
fun.
can move
Worst
around,
part.
and to stop it from moving around, all you need to do is say this phrase: "Turn your back to the forest, your front to me." And children will be taken there and usually never return. And if they do, they don't usually talk about it.
You can put in the oven.
They get put in the oven. Baba
They put
means
in the oven.
elderly woman or grandmother, and Yaga has no direct translation, but it's a negative connotation. Baba Yaga is shown to eat bad children and to be kind and help out the good children. The first recorded mention of Baba Yaga was by a Russian author by the name of Mikhail Lomonosov in his work called Russika Grammar. I'm not. It's Russian grammar. It's Russian grammar. I'm not gonna bother with the pronunciations.
Wait, what is it?
And it was
Get a little lick.
used used in that story to compare against Roman and Greek versus Russian like cryptid and monsters like creatures or like tales and like stuff like that. And it shows that it is completely of Slavic origin. So it is not from anywhere else and is from exclusively Russia. And only resides in Russia. And yes, the chicken legs are made of entirely chicken legs. I believe they're
Fried
melted
chicken?
together or something. Like of
Anybody like some fried chicken?
some fried chicken leg.
Just you put a little fire under it.
I've
And then-
actually eaten chicken legs.
So,
Chicken pizza.
Nice.
Baba Yaga would travel around in a cauldron-like pot, or what was the other one? Or sometimes a broom. Very rare occasions. Baba Yaga did have a broom, but only in sometimes.
Only not into the stereotype. Just put themselves in a fucking cauldron. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
to
Great.
store the children. Her teeth are extremely sharp, and they can gnaw through bone, or they're sometimes depicted as metal instead. And
She like
her
a
leg,
beaver?
not necessarily.
I mean, if she
And
could eat
her
through
legs
trees,
are often skinny, which gives her the nickname Bony Leg.
she doesn't need an axe. She just has teeth. She could be like a beaver,
She could be
just
a-
gnawing through the trees. That's how she
Gnawing
made her
through the
house. I'm
trees.
sure. I'm sure it's how she made her house.
But yeah, she would take children in her cauldron and take them back to her residence and eat them whole, not whole, but
That's
like
fun.
eat every part of them essentially.
Oh,
That's really
Like every part, or just excluding
Every
some
part.
private or
Every
oh,
part.
oh,
yeah.
This is a bad part to
Damn.
mention, I see. Now everybody's gonna be down bad.
She's eating ass. Don't worry, she's just eating that ass.
Alright.
Yeah.
No. She's just having some cake. Don't worry.
That cake. That's
She
for
supposedly
sure.
had demonic influence or power, and it was stated in a poem by Nikolazova in 1840 titled Baba Yaga, the Bony Leg. And that's this. In that story, the devil cooked 12 evil women into one, so that there was someone just as evil himself, and it resulted in Baba Yaga. And I'm not quite sure why. And I'm gonna move my pop socket because I feel like it's making my mic not pick up as much.
Yeah. French fries.
Chicken fries.
Chicken fries are awesome.
In that same poem, she's described to have fangs and nostril hairs so long they hang down to her chest.
Oh, that's cool.
And
She got that long hair.
in the nose in particular, and she has huge ears and horns on her forehead and holes instead of eyes, and a toad skin cap and a snake skin coat. And that's the description from the demonics, or from the story that accused her of being demonic, a demonic creature.
Somebody asked a question in chat.
I didn't have chat open. I was reading.
Open
what's the
chat, you dumbass.
Where's the question? If Baba
It's like
Yaga is
2,
evil, why
3.
do people help the seeker or punish bad children? So Baba Yaga isn't necessarily evil in this story. She's described to be as a demonic, as like from demonic origins, and she just is showing a compassion side. She shows like a compassionate side and is willing to help people who request it. And it's what people would think of Baba Yaga is that it's much like Krampus and Belshnickle in the way of it's meant to scare children from being naughty, but not only is it meant to scare children from being naughty, the fact that she's nice to kids too is meant to like it's meant to be like, oh, she's nicer to you if you are nice, so it's meant like a reward. She'll give you rewards.
I have a question.
Yes.
I want to know if there's a fan fiction of Krampus x Baba Yaga.
Probably, and I'm not gonna search it, Kay.
What the fuck, Kay?
Maybe we should like show that on stream.
Nope. No, thank you. Anyways, the phrase "turn your back to the forest, your front to me" can supposedly stop the house from walking around and allows you to enter the building. Otherwise, you are unable to enter the building. But yeah, now we can go back. Now we can travel into the world of one of the stories of Baba Yaga. But yeah, chat's down bad. No fan. We're not doing fan fiction. Chat, I'm sorry. Chat, I'm sorry. We're not doing the fan fiction. All right.
I'm gonna self-insert.
The story that I'm going to be sharing is a cut down version. It's not
a fan fiction.
It is not a fan fiction, and it is
God
not
damn
the full
it.
story. So,
where's the fun? Where's the fucking fun?
A famous story of Baba Yaga is called Vasila and the Beautiful Tale, the collection of tales gathered by Alexander Anisov. The story goes as told. One day, her mother gave her a gift before she died while she was 8. This was a couple years prior to her death, around age 7. She said if she ever needed help to feed the doll, and the doll would aid her, and it did. After her mother's death, she fed the doll, and the doll had comforted her in her time of need. After her father remarried, the stepmother was cruel and worked her to the bone. And while the stepmom, while the father was out on a trip, the stepmom had sold the house they moved into, and they moved out into the woods. While they were there, the stepmom told all of the daughters to put out candles, all but one. And someone else had put the candle out by mistake. It was the eldest child, which is not Vasilisa, but ended up blaming Vasilisa. And the stepmom told her to get a light from Baba Yaga. The next day, she goes to find Baba Yaga, and on her journey, 3 men on horses pass by. 3 horses pass by. one in all white, which signaled day, one in all red, which signaled the afternoon, and one in all black, which brought nightfall. After she arrived, she waited for Baba Yaga to return. Once she did, Baba Yaga said that she could have the light if she passed her task, and if she didn't, she would die and be eaten alive. And at first, it was normal household tasks, but after later into the day, it had grown into tasks that seemed impossible to do. She had to separate poppy seeds from soil, and had to sort the good corn from the rotten corn, which she used the doll to aid her. And while she slept and awoke at dawn, the white horseman rode by. Later in the afternoon, the red horseman rolled by, and then later in the evening, the black horseman rode by. With the last horseman, Baba Yaga returned home and inspected Vasilisa's work. She had no complaints, and with Baba Yaga, she had 3 severed hands that inspected the corn for her, while she explained the reason there were 3 riders. The white rider brought upon day, the red brought upon the sun, and the black was the night. Baba Yaga knew the tasks were impossible, and so she asked how she did it, and Vasilisa said that it was by her mother's blessing. Baba Yaga became furious because a blessing had entered her house, and so she gave her the skull and a burning coal and sent her home. And with that skull and burning coal, she returned, and she discovered that her stepmom and her stepsisters were unable to light any of the lights in the house, and if they tried, any light would be snuffed out immediately. When she brought in the skull and the burning coal and lit both, the skull and the burning coal burned so bright that they burned all the stepsisters and the stepmother to ash. And she then buried the skull under the house so it could do no more harm. And then she moved to the capital and became a cloth maker. And she was so good at it that she worked for the royal family and would eventually marry a prince. And that's the story.
Yes.
I was
What?
Ah, yes. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Nobody picked it up.
Listen.
No, I did
We were. Great bits and pieces.
Not even chat got it. Not even chat got it.
I know. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Everybody was being too bad down for Krampus.
What's happening? I spaced off a little bit.
Yep. Everybody spaced off for the story. A very, very, very narrowed down version of the story is that a child went to go find Baba Yaga, got a skull that lit everything because the house had no lights. Brought it back to the family. Her family burned because of the thing. She buried it under the house.
Burned down a house.
Oh.
She buried it under the house. The house did not burn down, but her whole family did.
How did the house not burn down, but the family did? What did she light them with gasoline or something?
It was cursed.
As long as the house is okay. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so essentially, this story is meant to show that Baba Yaga has a good and a bad side. So even though that she was upset that Vasilisa brought a blessing into her house because she's considered the devil's grandmother and like demonic spawn, she had still aided her technically, even though the skull ended up being cursed and yada yada yada. But yeah, that was the first story, and there is another story. I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna hope that everybody processes it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Alright. Another story is the Maiden
Put emotion
Tsar.
to it, Dungy. Put emotion to it.
Yeah, you gotta go for it. Come on, you gotta read that story. You're
Feel it. Feel
the
it.
story. You're reading it. Tell the story.
Okay.
Now, 3, 2, 1, action.
Another story is the Maiden Tsar.
What is
Come on.
Come on, wait. Let me read it.
Okay,
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, God.
You got it.
Wait, ready? Three,
Some emotion to
two.
that, but yeah.
Wait, where is it?
It's in the
Oh.
I don't think you have access to the doc. Send
Oh,
me
you
your
have it on the dog.
message me your email so I can add you to the doc real quick.
Which one is it?
It's the doc. It's at the bottom. It's the last thing before Belshnickle.
Oh,
Wait, how many of
okay.
us are not illiterate?
How many of us? Probably none of us. We're probably all already.
Is that good? No, alright.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, that'll work. I just need to.
What?
I just need to function as a human being, which doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, we can tell.
This is gonna
See,
be.
what do we do?
You'll do great. I am fully confident in that. It's just that I'm bad at this. Alrighty.
No, I've got this, you know.
I
believe
believe in
in
you. We
Thank
believe
you,
in
thank
you.
you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you.
Tell the story. Don't read it. Tell it.
Tell me if you got
Feel
access
it.
now.
Feel it. Feel those emotions. Let
Feel
it
it.
pool
Wait,
out
how
of
do I-
you.
Oh,
This
okay,
is
okay.
the moment where your acting begins.
Your acting prowess.
Let's go.
Your acting
got this.
begins.
This is where you
wonders.
become
So
famous.
it's down towards the bottom.
Why
It should
is
be-
what?
Ignore
Ignore
some of
a lot of that.
Ignore
Ignore a
some
lot
of
of
the
that.
things. We don't
Just
talk
ignore
about
it.
Bruno. Oh no, they've
We don't
activated
talk
Emmy.
about
Baby
Bruno.
Yaga. Baba
It's
Yaga.
Baba Yaga. It's the last thing about
I
the
do.
last bullet point is the last story.
The last bullet point.
Yes, rape of Belshnickle.
Nah. Alright.
I do.
You got
Another story is the Maiden Tsar, which follows a
Tsar.
merchant's son named Ivan as he visits all three Baba Yagas. In this story, there is three. Ivan finds the first and asks her if she knows where the thrice 10th kingdom is, and she says she doesn't, but her sister might know. After some travels, she finds a hut similar to the first, but it has a much younger woman than the first, and he asks her the same question, and she says she doesn't know. And that maybe the third knows, but she warns him that the third may try to eat him, and says if she tries to, he should ask her for 3 horns, and to blow the first quietly, the second loudly, and the third even louder, more. After he travels to find the same hut again, finding the youngest one, and she plans to kill and eat him. He asks for the horns, and she does give it to him. He does what he was told, and the birds swarm the house, and a large fiery bird tells him to get on his back so that he can escape.
Yeah, it's a really interesting story. The story had ended with the main guy flying off on a bird after he run all 3 horns.
He got them horns?
He got the horns.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
I have a suggestion if you want me to read it again ever. Maybe add periods instead of making it just like
Yeah, no,
like
that was just run out because I had thrown it together. So last minute.
I'll give you a 7. I didn't.
playing some
I'm-
Frozen.
Didn't zone out. Anyways,
That's
chat.
crazy,
Now you
God.
can see a couple of the
That's great.
I'll show off a couple of the Baba Yaga images. They're kind of small because it's just being weird, but
That's
yeah.
me in the corner.
That's
We are
really
just-
yeah, that's yeah. Jelly's in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm in the bottom left. You can see my username. Yeah,
Wait.
that's my username.
She doesn't do the
Power move.
Oh.
She doesn't do the fucking skin thing either.
Oh wait, wrong thing. Yeah, here's more.
I don't
Baba
think
Yaga.
they
I
do
showed
any of
Belshnikov.
them.
Mom, Rushka. Yeah,
Where's
also
the
another
60 chin?
another name for this would be babushka because
Mommy
it's also like
babushka.
it would be
That's
grandmother.
a song.
Mother babushka.
Oh, that's the one.
So let's say you were taking a trip to Russia,
No one wants to go to Russia.
A good question, but
Hold there.
so you went into a forest and you saw a whole building walk around on chicken legs, and Baba Yaga float by. What would your reaction be, and what would
Baba
you
Yaga float by. Is that what happened?
do? Float by
Baba
on
Yaga,
in the
Baba
cauldron.
Yaga float by.
Baba Yaga
And then
float
Baba
by on the
Yaga-
cauldron.
Baba
Yes.
Yaga, she want to kill. Baba Yaga, you want to kill. That's it.
Remember again, crazy. All right, but how would you guys react to seeing Baba Yaga's house or Baba Yaga? Let's go
paint a
Emmy
picture.
first.
I can paint a picture for you.
Let's
all right?
paint a picture.
I'm walking through the forest, right? I'm walking
Uh-huh.
through the forest. I'm minding my damn business. You know, I see this house come out of the trees, right? It's got chicken legs. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, and I start going towards it. And then this old cranky ass woman comes out in her cauldron or on her broomstick or whatever the fuck she's on. And she's like, I want to eat you. You want to fuck? I want to eat you. I want to eat you. And then I go, no, fuck you. I push her off the broom and I use that goddamn broom to break the chicken's legs and I win. Yeah.
All right.
The end.
Jelly, how about you?
Well, I think the normal reaction would be to run as fast as I can. But
Normal.
if I run, I most likely would trip and most likely die, if I'm being completely honest, because
Not even the Baba Yaga.
No,
Not
I
even the
lit-
Baba Yaga.
not
Jelly
even
will-
Baba Yaga. I would
Jelly will
just-
just trip on a stick and then get impaled by another stick.
Literally, I'm so clumsy when I panic.
I felt that. It's okay, I get it.
All right, Kay, what would you do?
I don't know.
Come on, Kay, creativity. Make something up. Would you
Creativity.
break the chicken's
Paint
legs or would you run?
Paint a
Paint
picture.
I would
picture.
break the chicken's leg and then I would probably get beat and then die.
You know.
So you went out. You went well. You went out well.
Mas,
It's
what
alright.
would you do?
Reverse
You know
Uno
what I
it.
would do? You know what I would do?
What would
I
you
would
do?
turn into like Yuji Itadori. I'd do parkour and shit and get away, and then like I'd pull out an AK-47 and light that bitch up.
Where? Okay, let's.
Yeah, you're
let's
gonna
do
pull
protocols.
a random
What the
AK.
fuck? Where the fuck are you gonna get an AK-47?
No, yeah, I'm pulling it out of the thin air of.
This is America. You can buy that. I'm sure.
Okay. What are you
Oh,
gonna
yeah, true.
parkour on? The trees are tall. What are you gonna parkour on?
The tree.
The ground.
No. So basically,
Ground.
I'm jumping off
Okay.
of I'm jumping off the sides of the trees to like get higher up and leverage.
What are you grabbing
like,
onto the trees?
Like ridges
You're-
in the
you're
bark
hugging
of
the
the tree
trees,
to
okay,
like.
You
You're
have
hugging the
good
tree,
grip
great.
on your shoes. What type of shoes are you wearing?
Spider-Man
What type
shoes?
of shoes am I wearing? I don't know. I'm able to
I'm just
like.
saying
Spider-Man.
Skechers with the little light ups.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
I can,
Honestly,
I
that
can
seems
do
like
it in
something you
Doc
would do.
Martens, so like.
No,
any
Rada,
shoes,
you
to be
would wear
honest.
Skechers that would light up.
I'm just saying it would be in style.
Skechers.
We're not gonna talk about the fact that that Baba Yaga is in fact in Fortnite. I see people mention it. We're gonna ignore the fact. And yes, I edited
Still
sound
right,
because it's loud. And if if
Rude.
volumes are loud, tell me.
Wow. Okay.
That's so
Don't
rude.
worry, me too.
Honestly, that's so mean.
I think
dare
I
you.
hear pretty close to what chat hears, so I think I need to edit.
You guys need an ASMR.
No.
No!
ASMR,
this
come on.
is where we mute Jelly. It's like Jelly. It's not
guys are
recommended.
freaking
Welcome
Jelly.
to the
It's
club.
not
Welcome
recommended.
to the
Jelly.
club, Jelly.
Chat's down bad. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. Anything for the
Anything
for the views.
Anything for the views.
Damn.
Oh,
like,
no, no.
You're not doing this for the CryptCast. You're doing this for your own channel.
Jelly's
No.
promoting fanfics.
So
We're not
Hey,
gonna.
don't do fanfics. Do fan art.
Actually, yeah.
That's more
Actually,
fun.
you know what?
That's
hold
more
on.
fun. Do fan
Give me 1 second to find something for Jelly
What the fuck?
to read
What are
in
you gonna
ASMR.
find?
While he's doing that, I could give you guys the best ASMR. Okay, this is a water bottle.
You do that.
So,
You do that. I'm gonna turn up. We don't
hitting the
talk
mic.
about Bruno. We're
I'm
not
gonna
talking
drink
about
water.
Bruno.
This is me drinking a bit of water.
Pain.
It's very crispy water.
searching an ASMR story for you to read, but it's Krampus.
Oh, okay. We don't talk about Bruno. I watched it again today, actually.
Oh man, again, oh, I love that for you. The second time around's always good, isn't it?
Yeah, you realize
Just
a
wait till
lot
you
of
get to
things.
9. Yeah, just wait till you get to like 9 and then 10.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I used to do that with Little Mermaid, you know.
Yeah, it gets better every time.
Okay, I'm gonna do it then.
It gets like
Jelly,
it gets
I'm
so
gonna
good.
message you
Oh.
a link to access
gets
a
so good.
story that you can read, and
Okay.
and
Is it
basically
relevant?
it is Krampus, and I just
Oh,
need
God.
you to make sure that I didn't proofread it. So if there's anything that you think you shouldn't read, don't read it.
Okay. This is
Hello?
where everyone knows I can't read things. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Good luck.
Fanfic?
Yeah, I
know.
told you it was a fanfic.
Okay, I'll try to.
Oh god.
It gets bad fast.
Max let out a shaky breath as he trudged forward toward the massive horned creature that was standing in front of the massive, endless pit of fire and pain. He flinched,
Horny.
hearing Stevie scream and cry, struggling against the grip of the two elves that held her hostage. The demon silently watched the child approach, seeming to dare him. He, who had forgotten what mattered most, to come closer and see if he could try to escape his punishment. Please. The brown-eyed boy stuttered as he finally reached monster. Not even the monster. Okay, reached monster he had unleashed upon his family. Looking up into the sagging, fleshy mask it wore.
Oh, that's such
What?
gross description. That's such a gross description. Saggy.
Let them go. This isn't what I wanted. Krampus?
Just say what you
Inclined.
want to say.
Krampus inclined his head, as if to ask a sarcastic kind of, "Oh, but this is what you asked for," before he let out a low, raspy laugh. The sound was horrible to Max's ears, and his determination began to falter. "I just wanted
Max.
Christmas to be like it used to be." That earned him the dark, sadistic laughing from not only Krampus himself this time, but from his short, demonic mask-wearing minions. That horrible clown thing in the sleigh was even giggling, clapping its gloved hands together at the boy's words. The large Yule goats that led the sleigh began to butt their heads together, showing their own form of amusement. Max's lower lip began to tremble, and against his will,
You gonna cry?
icky tears began to stream down his face. The monsters continued to laugh, except for one. The clown had gone silent, and now regarded Max curiously as he began to cry, cocking its head and blinking its beady black eyes. I know this is my fault. Please, it's me you want." The Christmas demon's laugh began to slowly die down. "Please," Max continued to beg. "I'll do anything."
Anything?
Oh god, no. Oh god, no.
Anything. Then it shut Krampus up, and in one swift moment, his skeletal hand caught Max by the chin and forced his head up slightly. Or, head up roughly, my bad. Teary brown eyes...
All those men see it? Good question.
Teary brown eyes met sunken and orange goat eyes. Then, to Max's surprise, the demon spoke. "Anything," he rasped in a low,
MC's the
inhuman...
child, by the way.
Oh!
Somebody in chat was
Inhuman.
asking.
Inhuman voice with a noticeable hint of a German accent. I can't do German accents, by the way. Unable to speak, Max nodded slowly. "Then I shall make a deal with you, child."
Low raspy voice. Then I shall make a deal with you, child.
Did you make a deal with you, little child?
What did I
think that's
miss?
Should make a deal.
You miss Jelly doing an ASMR reading of a fan fiction of
I've been part
Krampus.
of that.
Okay,
It's
my bad.
good.
Then I shall make a deal with you, child. He hissed. I will
Oh.
release your family on one condition.
Thank
You become my assistant.
Oh,
Assistant? The child
Uh.
repeated, his eyes widened.
It was.
You will come with me to my home and do whatever I say. Help me whenever I need
Oh
assistance.
no.
Just the three
No.
words. Just the three first words. That's it.
The boy suddenly spat, ripping himself away from Krampus' grip. Krampus's grip. I'm not going to help you hurt more people.
Yes.
Krampus let out a small growl and turned away from Max. I see.
This is
He raised a clawed hand up to the sky, signaling the elves to push Stevie into the pit to the underworld. The creatures cackled and pushed the girl forward, causing her to scream out in fear. Max flinched at the sound of his cousin's scream. She was going to die.
Wait,
They were
hold
all
on, Emmy. Why
going
did
to
you just point up like, yeah, I would do that. I'd push my friends into the pit to the underworld.
I think that was an L. I
Was
think
that
that was
an
like
L?
Elbozo.
It was an L. It was an L. And I could see how I
Like,
could
L.
be mistaken.
You're like, take
Maybe
the
Violet?
L.
Why would I be
Loser.
pointing with my
L.
thumb to the side?
Oh my god. If
You're
they
like,
weren't-
take the
Oh wait.
L.
Okay.
Oh, how about that? How about that one? You like that one? Yeah, fuck you.
They were all
Alright.
going to die if they weren't dead already. Mom, dead. Dad, Beth, Omi. The child whirled around and ran over to Krampus, grabbing onto his raised arm. Oh, wait! Slowly, the demon turned to look at the child. I accept. And that's the end of chapter 1.
Yeah, we don't need to
Honestly,
read. We don't need to read any further.
fucking
than that.
novel. Get this on an award. Somebody needs to publish this to fucking print. Somebody get an editor in here. We're gonna publish this. All chapters. How many
When I put this
chapters?
on the YouTube, we might get them like freaking demonetized. Not even profit. We're gonna get demonetized
We'll
immediately.
be fine.
Jeez.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Well, it's fine.
We're not reading any further into the fan fiction.
What?
No.
Ridiculous.
No.
Damn it.
I could find more.
Wait, Jelly, why did you say damn it?
What?
You're the one reading it.
I put emotion into it.
You did. You put a lot of emotion. I respected it. I was invested. I was intrigued. For once, I wasn't
For the
talking
first
about
like
Bruno.
for the first like
Let's
5 minutes,
freaking go.
for the first like 5 minutes, me and Emmy were just laughing our asses off, and you could see it very physically.
Next
good.
time, me and Emmy have to read together. So
Yeah.
that she
Yes,
can
you
tell
gotta
the
send me the book.
characters.
Send me it, and I'll read some lines. You know,
Yes.
put me as a character.
We're not reading anymore. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
It would be so good. You know what? It'd be like a telenovela. It would be so
Yo,
great.
I
It would
could have
be
done
so-
that. I could have done the Krampus voice, like.
Yeah. yeah
Hey,
Jill,
I
you
mean,
kinda like
if
that.
We
you
need a
want,
whole play.
if you want, we can actually set that kind of thing up for you guys to do if you want to.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well,
is there any
yeah, we want
paranormal
you
activity that
It's
revolves
gonna
around-
take some
Special
more
stream.
planning, but we can set that up.
That would be
We're
a
gonna make a
special
whole
stream.
play.
Well, it
We're gonna
doesn't
make a-
have to be a special stream. For like stories, we could have you guys be the readers to be like the
I-
quote unquote voice actors, and then I'll be
I'm
like
the new
narrator.
chills guy.
Fan fiction,
I'm the
though.
new
Or actually,
chills.
I feel like if we're having anyone be the narrator, it's Ramos. It's just fitting.
Number
No,
15.
Ramos, can you give us another
Number
15?
15.
Number
Burger
15.
King.
What is?
The last thing you want
You
to find
wanna-
on your Burger King burger
burger.
is somebody else's foot.
You have to add the little weird tone he has, like the
Number
Uh,
15. Burger King
Number-
foot lettuce.
Number 15.
Number 15.
Number
I'm new.
What
Chills
is?
guys.
The last thing you want to find on your Burger King burger is somebody else's foot fungus.
Fungus.
Yeah.
British guy
Turns
doing an
out
American accent?
That might
That's
be
what it
what
sounds
you
like.
get.
The tone on that was perfect. That matched how he talks
Perfect.
perfectly.
Nice.
I need a burp.
Okay, let me proofread the second chapter before you read it. If you
Oh my
want
god,
to
we're
read
reading
it.
the second one?
Well,
Damn.
if
okay.
it's not bad.
I'm gonna prepare my voice.
See, no, this is just Dungy like actually accepting the fact that it's gonna happen eventually.
Probably.
Great. It's just accepting it because I'm gonna find it either way. Jelly's gonna send it to me, and we're just gonna start reading it over you, and that's what's gonna happen here.
Let's go. The acting
Yeah.
begins. This is where we
I
become
know,
famous.
we're such
Emmy.
good actors. Jelly, you and I, great actors. We're great at acting. We're
Partners in
great.
crime.
Yeah, exactly. I have the sunglasses
I
and all to prove it.
think
Exactly.
everything's in the clear for you to read it. I think.
Hey.
Again, same
Send me
thing
the
holds.
send me the link, Jelly. Send me the
Okay.
link.
Do
Yeah,
any of
same.
them have the word smut next to them?
I didn't read it. I just kind of
I am
scanned.
not reading smut.
Oh, he said it was in the
Okay.
clear. No need to read it. If you see anything suspicious, do not read it.
This entire story is suspicious, Dungy. The whole thing is suspicious.
You can't
Exactly.
Click off at the second I get on there. If I see
Exactly.
one word, I got to click off.
One day, Emmy and I are gonna start a random stream on this channel.
I
And
have a
then it's
password.
just
I
us.
have everything. Just listen.
We all have the
I have everything.
passwords.
It's true.
I don't
it's
have
true.
the password.
What do you mean you
Oh.
do?
I do.
It's in the
Don't worry,
server.
Jelly. I have it.
I don't even.
Send me
know.
the link to the fanfiction. I want to
You
play a
didn't
character.
send me. You didn't send it to me.
I sent it
Fucking
to you.
bitch!
What
No,
do you
you
mean?
didn't.
It's the same thing, just chapter 2.
Oh,
Jelly. That's
my
disappointing.
bad. Wait,
That was
Don't mind the
disappointing
chat.
even for you.
I'm really minding chat today.
click man. Okay, wait. Okay. Let me message you, Emmy.
Wait, no, you should put it in the general.
No, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, avert your eyes.
Okay. Hurt your eyes. That's true. True. Actually.
Okay. Who do you want to
Anyway.
be? You could be the
Oh, wait,
aggressive
let me-
person.
Oh my god, fanfiction.net? Oh god, this sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Ready, guys? Ready?
Wait, who's who? Wait, who's who?
I'll be like the narrator
Okay.
person.
Okay. I'll just read the lines.
Okay,
All of
okay,
them.
okay.
Just gonna let them do their nonsense.
For what felt like decades, there was only silence. It was as if everything had suddenly frozen. Krampus stared down at Max for such a long time. The elves glanced between their master and prey with almost a kind of nervousness, waiting for their next command. The Yule goats yield and their clown watched in interest. This wasn't the first time his master had made any offer like this, though it was rare. But no one ever accepted it. This kid, Max, was the first. Slowly, Krampus lowered his raised hand. Then it is done. Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
I got it. No, I got you. And it is done. I got
Okay.
you. Move on.
And everything went white.
It.
Oh, snarled
Got it.
the angry voice of the living teddy bear-like monster. Teddy Claw? The fur ball slowly brought himself up to his feet. I don't know why I'm doing a deep voice, my bad. Clutching his eyes, which had been shot out by...
What?
It's your turn.
That bitch! Yeah, that was emotion. Let's go. Language, Teddy. Oh my god.
A slightly pained but stern and serious female voice said from the chimney. Perchetta? The angel doll slowly crawled out from the spot she had been shot, clutching her chest with a taloned hand. Where she as well had... See, this is why I can't read. Anyways,
Taloned hand.
taloned hand. The response she was greeted with was an irritated growl.
Where's TikTok? I relate to that.
The bear asked in a rather rude tone, I might add, removing his clawed hand from his empty eye socket in order to straighten the red bow around his neck. Perchetta let out a small huff. In all honesty, these two never got along too well. They never really saw eye to eye on things. Perchetta was more like the leader of the group. Wise, cruel, and calculating. Teddy was impulsive, sadistic, and, well, not too bright in all honesty.
I believe he's still in the attic.
As if on cue, the wind-up robot came tumbling down the stairs, a few sparks shooting from his damaged body.
TikTok!
Teddy, I'm just gonna call him Teddy. Teddy exclaimed happily when he saw his robot friend darting over to him, pulling him to his feet.
How you doing, old buddy, old pal? You did great, and I bet you feel like great too. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. You're like a tank.
I don't
Nothing
remember that part
hurts
of the
you.
script.
The plush patted TikTok rather roughly on the back, causing him to topple over face down and said in dull, emotionless, and mechanical tone.
Can't feel my circuits. Oh,
Rachetta scoffed and rolled her bloodshot eyes, causing Teddy to glare at her before he helped the robot up to his feet again.
Oh shit. Don't worry, Master Krampus will come and fix us up.
How right he was. A small group of dark elves had gathered around the damaged Angle house, entering it to retrieve their injured comrades and take them back home.
Took you long enough.
Was Teddy's
Wait.
response as one of the elves scooped him up in his arms. With the toys all gathered, the elves began to return to the sleigh, but one stopped and looked over his shoulder. For a long moment, he just stared in silence, then walked to the middle of the room, got on his knees, and set down a snow globe with the Angle house inside of it. Attached to it by a chain was an old bell with the words
Vom Krampus
engraved on it. Silently, the lone creature stood up, not taking his eyes off the items for a long moment, then left with his allies. When he did, the snow globe cracked, and everything went white.
Damn.
Oh.
A page turner.
I
Honestly,
zoned that the fuck out.
Everything
man.
went white.
That's what I say when you talk
Damn,
Dungeon
racism is fixed.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We have a chance!
Oh my fucking god, finally. Okay.
I mean, that's all we
Maiden.
really have for today's episode, so. Does anybody have anybody that we can raid?
I could check real quick.
That's pretty much the response I expected of that. I said it every time, guys.
Stone Moon. We can raid Stone Moon.
Throw the how to type the username in no voice or something.
There you go. I sent in general.
General. Sounds good. This is the person we're rating. Hope you all stop by next weekend for the stream once more. And I hope you all had a good time, and I will see all of you later. When we
I hope you had a good time too.
I hope you had a good time. Yeah. Oh
I'm sure
my
you did have a
god,
good
chat's
time.
down bad. Anyway,
Have a good New Year and
Enjoy the radio.
who
happy
wants to like
Yeah.
have happy
New
holiday.
Year's
I don't know
resolutions.
happy late Christmas.
Happy late
Yeah,
Christmas.
that
Happy
too.
late New Year's. You know, it'd be
Bye
all be.
bye.
Bye bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.